Welcome to the warm-up. Rob here. I got my Dodgers shirt on. Go Dodgers. Their current standing is hopefully first. The warm-up today, we actually have a nice model over here. You might recognize it's Carissa, and she'll be doing all the movements along with me and along with you. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get started with our upper back and our shoulder blades, and that's going to be a standing cat camel. So I'm going to turn to the side, and what you want to do is put your shoulder blades together and then reach forward, ultimately bringing your shoulder blades forward. So by reaching forward, you actually move your shoulder blades. It's kind of funny that way, where as Carissa's doing this, so go on and turn to the side, Carissa. As she's doing this, her whole back muscles tighten up, and then she comes forward, everything stretches out. It's really good for her upper back, really good for her shoulders. And we're gonna do a couple more of these. And all right, so now we're gonna move into is just some neck rotations. So nice and easy. Your head goes around your neck, around your upper body, and as she's doing this, as you're doing this, it's loosening up a lot of neck muscles. When we do a lot of sitting, a lot of times, it's not just like our back, it's not just our hips, it's also our neck. Our neck gets tight. It's going in reverse directions. Our neck gets tight too, and so you can do something like this to just help out with a lot of that, relieve some tension up around there. It's going to get a couple more. And now from here, we're gonna go into a lower body abdominal exercise, and that's a squat. Good old traditional squat. So hands in the center of your body, and then it's kind of like an air sit, and then an air stand. Everything's in the air. Don't feel like you have to go this low. If you want to do like a quarter squat, that's fine too. If you can go low, then go low as well. The whole point is to warm your legs up, warm up your abdominals, get everything ready for the workout. Carissa's got, that's pretty good. Nice job, Carissa. Let me get a couple more of these. And all right, so moving on. We just did all the muscles here, muscles right here. Now we're actually going to go to the bottom half, and that is our ankle, and the muscle right above our ankle is our calf. So, calf raise. Just up onto our tippy toes. It's the like the balls of our feet, our toes. That's what we're balancing. When you get onto the balls of your feet, actually hang out for a second. You might notice that there's a little bit of a challenge with your balance, and then lower yourself down nice and slow. So not only are we loosening our ankles up, but we're also working on balance. You got it, Chris? Oh, that's the balance, I think. That's the balance fly.
Got it.
You got it, okay. And all right, so now we're gonna move on to, I call this the A++ stretch. Hand goes past your head, onto the top part of your back, and then your other hand grabs your elbow and just gently pull. Gently pull. So Chris is doing this great. I'm going to turn, Chris, thank you. And she's patting herself on her back, for a job well done. I call this the A++ because it's designed to stretch your shoulder and loosen your shoulder up, but you're also stretching the back of your arm. So it's a nice little 2-in-1. Let's go on and switch sides. So we're here. I'm going to do this now too. It's that arm stretch, shoulder stretch, loosens up your back a little bit. It's an A++. And all right, so now we're going to move into, this is what we call a side-to-side deadlift. I love this one because we get to move left and right. So off to the side, and then deadlift. And then back to the other side, and deadlift. I'm going to show another one. And one thing that's going on here is it's a move that we call the hip hinge, which is a you know, if you do deadlifts in your workout, you'll be doing exercises that are going to do a deadlift or do a hip hinge movement like this. But also just going side to side, which is a movement that we don't typically do in our regular life. So it's working on working the body just a little bit differently, and variety is good for the body. And let's get one more. Great job, everyone. Next thing we're going to be doing is a imaginary kettlebell swing, but typically we hold the kettlebell right here. What we're going to do for this is actually put your arms right here in the center of your chest, and then your hips come back. I actually have my elbows touch my thighs, and then thrust forward, like this. This is really good for increasing your internal temperature. That's actually, when we think of a warm-up, literally warming up the entire body. So we're actually increasing your internal body temperature. And doing things like this, where add a little bit of speed, use a lot of muscle, do stuff like that. And great job, Chris. Now we're gonna do some shoulder circles. So hands out to the side, little small circles, just like this. Nice, easy circles, nothing too spectacular until now. We're gonna get a little bit bigger circles going. And now it's going reverse directions. Again, small circles. Again, nothing spectacular until now, and then bigger circles. And just loosening up our shoulders, using all of our shoulder muscles. And all right, so now what we're gonna do is move into, this is we call this an open book thoracic rotation. So I've split my stance, I put my hand on my head, and all I'm doing is moving my shoulder blade. So I'm actually moving my shoulder blade across my back. And doing that's what's actually moving, so it's actually moving my arm. So if you see my shoulder blade, it's just moving across my back. It's like the steering wheel of my arm. It's going on switch sides. You can see Chris's shoulder blades, very, very well done. And all right, and the last thing we're gonna be doing is a full body extension. Hips come back, hands are down, and then reaching up for the ceiling. Full body extension. Literally everything extends. That's your ankles, your toes, your hips, your knees, your elbows, shoulders, even your fingertips. Everything is extending. Trying to get as tall as you can, trying to reach the ceiling at the end of every one of these that we're doing. And we're almost done in 3, 2, 1. Great job, you're warmed up. Have a good workout.